Oh, Fuzi said, I actually recently texted SNEAKO regarding this. Haven't been in the game so deep. It's so easy to see who is and who isn't. SNEAKO replied with everyone knows, but they don't. If a streamer who has been botting for their whole career suddenly stops, the audience wouldn't just say, oh, we knew. The perception of that value of that streamer would be affected greatly. That once you start botting, you can't stop. The only way to undo this is if every single streamer stopped or literally couldn't, which is never going to happen, or if the views just didn't show. That actually would be incredible. Only if the platforms themselves were honest and curated who's at the top based off who really has more views. The platforms are fully aware. Twitch and Kick both. The numbers are so inflated it's comical. I love more than anything when a streamer goes live and it shows 700 to 1 to 3K, even though there's a pool of streamers in every view range. But I digress. I've tried to, this is yap. I've tried to fight this battle for so long and it's like dropping sand in the ocean. The resentment and anger I used to have towards it is no more. The boy cried wolf. Fuzi said, boy, by the way, I respect the fuck out of you being the literal only person on the streaming grind that doesn't view bot. Thank you. Shout out to Fuzi. G7's in the chat. G7's in the chat. Is Lucas ready? He said 2 minutes. Oh, he's ready. Let me call him real quick, and then I can call Fuzi. Bro, I have to go, though. Fuck, bro. This desktop is kind of hidden.
What's up?
Yo, Lucas, how you doing, man? Can you see me? Try to connect.
I see that Eminem haircut. What's up with this?
The Asian Slim Shady's in the house.
What's going on, buddy?
In the house. Like, in the words of Eminem, I am whatever you say I am. If I'm not, what... I know you know that. That's your era. So if they're going to call me a Nazi, they're going to call me a communist, they're going to call me a radical, whatever. Fuck it. That's what I am.
I was texting you to see if you're okay, bro. I was trying to, I was standing up for everybody. I was trying to make that debacle go away, but what can you say?
Yeah, I mean, you saw what happened. You saw everybody putting blame on me.
I know. I saw everyone, I'm like, of course. I'm like, let me be neutral. It's hard to be neutral, man. Even if you're neutral, people get upset. So it's like, you know what? I'll just chill out. Hopefully everything works out. But it is what it is, right? I mean, you stood your ground no matter what.
Yeah, it was a debacle for sure. Yeah, it's funny because I saw Tate retweeted one of your posts where you were kind of trying to, take the Myron approach and be, I
know the middle ground, trying to be objective. And I'm like, yo, SNEAKO, but you didn't even do anything wrong, SNEAKO. You know what I mean? So I wanted to appeal to how you felt because I know Aiden was upset. But I'm like, you didn't even do anything wrong. No one, who's at fault? The club. That's it. If I went up to a club, if I went to a DJ, like, I want you to play Hitler speeches. And they're like, okay, that's their fault, man. So it's actually none of your faults.
Well, do you know who asked the club to play the song? It's on
yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
Who was it? I think. Do you know?
One person asked another person who had the connections to ask the other person. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus. I'm not getting involved.
Oh, okay. Yeah, throwing under the bus would be trying to make somebody the fall guy. But I
know.
When it was live streamed and there's mics on and we could hear and see it, it's a little bit silly, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, but I'm saying you didn't. That's what I'm saying. You didn't call anyone to do anything. You played it on the bus. Actually, Clav played it on the bus, technically.
It's a song.
Anyway,
it was a song. It's a free country. Yeah, but it's good to hear from you. I don't have too much time. I have to go to the gym in a second. I just wanted to call you and see what you think about this new Epstein file release.
I mean, look, I think it's weird that it's coming out right now out of nowhere. I feel like they're putting pressure on Trump, but also I want people to be careful with all the freaky stuff coming out. Like, oh, there was a person who ate a baby's, intestines. I'm like, the way I see, because look, see that picture of those chickens and then like a baby in the middle? Turns out that wasn't a real picture. That was some like other picture that wasn't actually
Epstein
what they're saying it is.
For sleeping with underage children,
I feel like
your pedophile prophet Muhammad
there is something like this, they flood the internet with so much disinformation that you go, oh my God, Epstein was working for Satan. He wasn't working for Israel. He was working for the demons and, that kind of thing. So we got to be careful not to over-sensationalize what's going on here. We got to always remember that he was a Mossad agent that trafficked minors, no matter what age they were, right? Mm-hmm. So people are getting into like, oh, satanic rituals and Bill Clinton was chopping off people's heads with a sword, like weird shit that I've never seen. And talking about time travel and weird stuff like that and all these, UFO grifters. Oh, see, there's time travel. It's like Epstein liked science. There's freaking, what's his name? Stephen Hawkins on the island, along with other scientists, because he would actually invite them all to do these science, seminars or something like this, So he gave money to scientists. He liked science. He wanted to learn about genetics. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's not like the island was always about trafficking. Sometimes he'd use the island not to traffic, and then other times he would.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I think people need to be careful because this is where all the grifters and charlatans come out. talking about, time traveling and babies getting murdered. And now, have babies been murdered? I don't know, but like George Seniors, you know what I mean? When you start naming presidents, okay, where's the video, right? I've been hearing about this frazzle drip with Hillary Clinton and Uma, whatever her name is, ripping off a baby's. Where's the video then? How do you know it exists? So we have to be careful, because when you over sensationalize something, you lose focus on what really matters. He was a Mossad agent working for Israel, trafficking minors to blackmail people.
Right. That's the most important issue. I'm glad you say that. I agree completely. Ryan Garcia is talking about aliens and stuff. It's like, okay,
exactly.
If this stuff is true, it's like this stuff is not the pressing issue. The fact is that we're occupied by Israel.
I said, what if one of the purported victims says, I was at the island and a UFO came out of the water and Epstein was feeding it girls? And like, oh my God, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, remember like 9/11. 9/11 happened. Oh, direct energy weapons and no planes. So that's what they do. They flood the internet with nonsense. They're like, oh, you're one of those 9/11. Let me guess. We didn't go to the moon either. Yeah, no, we didn't. Mm-hmm. So they throw it all out, the baby in the bathwater. Whereas, hey, this guy was an Epstein. Epstein was a Mossad agent. And Ghislaine, what they did, Sneak, another thing too, everyone thinks every picture he's in is with someone who was a pedophile. No, he was literally a socialite. He was like, going out in New York and meeting everybody, taking pictures, going to people's weddings, whoever they are, some person who's a musician. It doesn't mean they all went to the island. So people are taking Epstein and they're making him like this. He is a bad person, obviously, but they're making everyone who's ever been in a picture with them or emailed by him. It's like even this guy, JF Greppy, he's on the right wing. He's a scientist. He got money from Epstein. He didn't go to any island, because Epstein was funding everybody. Mm-hmm. He liked science. So, I'm not going to the Epstein's based or whatever, that kind of troll level, but, it is like they are taking this guy who was a, trafficker for Israel, and that's the most important part. But I'm already seeing sacrifice to Moloch, and they're going to turn it into, well, actually, it wasn't Israel, it was Satan. He was working for Satan and drinking adrenochrome. And it's like, okay, that's the issue.
Right. I like your take. It's good to differentiate from, too schizo and then also talk about the most pressing issue. But hey, I got to go. If you're around later, I'm going to be back later. I'm going to go make a song with Lil Pump and go box.
Yeah, I saw Ye put out your I didn't even know you did that with Ye. That was pretty funny.
I don't think that's my vocals. I don't want to, take away from his genius. I think that was this guy, Troutman. So that's not, I'm going to say that wasn't me on All the Love.
It was your lyrics, though, right? Did you write them?
No.
Oh, no? Okay. Well, either way. Yeah. All right. Well, listen, if you wanted me to jump on later, let me know. I'll be chilling. But
yeah, good to hear from you. I want to get a little more in depth, but just a little bit of rush right now. Not ideal.
Go put some on those limbs, buddy.
Yeah, I know. Cobra Tate wants to fight me for $1 million.
Good. Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, so that we'll go see. Maybe you can let me know. I'm about to go hit some pads in the gym. I haven't trained in a couple months. We'll see how I'm feeling. See how I'm looking.
All right, buddy. We'll talk soon, man.
Always good to hear from you. Thanks. Right. Peace.